talking basketball. They're fucking dumb as shit. They talk about basketball, but they will make dumb ass jokes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pod Don't Lie with Sam and Stav. We are here fucking in the midst of the fucking conference semis, and it was never in doubt Bucks and 6. I think we can all. I think we were all on the
all
same
you needed
page
to
here.
do was injure every player on the
And
Nets.
it was smart, and now all we need is a KD injury, and it's the full sweep.
It's crazy that this is what's going to cost the Nets a trip to the finals, probably, is that they just can't. I mean, it's their problem all year, man.
Well, okay, let me just start by saying I am actually not happy. Literally, when Kyrie was down, I was going, fuck no. It does suck because I also know Harden is more than like I'm not happy Harden's out for that reason. You know what I mean? It's like that sucks, but it's like there was no Harden.
If Harden and Kyrie are healthy, this might be a Nets sweep.
I don't know about a sweep, but who knows? The Bucks showed some tremendous heart coming back in the face of adversity. Anyway, you never want to root for injuries, and I'm not happy Kyrie's hurt, and I really hope it's not anything bad. But it's I mean, we're seeing it as a trend in every game, dude. I mean, that's what the NBA is really gonna have to reckon with this, I think. Or I mean, who knows if they are, but they made this push to get this fucking season started short, with a 2-month off season. And they didn't even really shorten the season that much. They played, 72 games? Like,
right.
Chopping 10 games off is nothing. It should have been like a 60-game season.
Even then, you're like, fuck. I think just when they did and not giving them a rest is like really.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do that, you can't have it be because they basically only shortened it so that it would fit in the time frame. They didn't shorten it to accommodate like extra rest or whatever. Or keeping a similar pace or maybe even a slightly less strenuous pace. And now we're seeing the fucking results of it, where it's like every single series in the Western in the playoffs has been affected by, like, literally going back to the first round. You look at fucking Wizards, Sixers, Embiid gets hurt in that series.
Yeah. Fucking
Bradley Beal is hurt in that series. You look at fucking Bucks Heat. It's like, okay, some of the Heat guys were just coming back from that. You look at the Celtics. Jaylen Brown is out.
Yeah. Knicks lost. We don't have
Knicks,
Mitchell or Nerlens. We don't have a big man.
No Mitch, no Nerlens.
Yeah.
You look, and then obviously you go to the Western Conference. Denver is
no Murray.
No Murray, and not even that. Will Barton comes back halfway through the series. Portland dealt with their injuries earlier. Portland's the one team that was kind of healthy except for Zach Collins.
That's why Dame's got to get out of there, because they got swept by a team, not swept, but they got fucked up by a team that just got swept.
Yeah, and that just looked completely not inept, but like just a bad matchup due to because of their injuries. And then obviously the Lakers, and then the Jazz have Conley, who has an injury. The only team that's healthy is the team that looks like the fucking that's swept, and they look like they're clicking at the right times and shit. And it's like it's the Suns, and
Well, they're not healthy. Chris Paul still.
Oh, true. You're right. Chris Paul dealt with that shoulder. I mean, he is fucking
35, undersized, fucked up shoulder,
Yeah.
and he's just dancing around the Denver Nuggets.
Well, the shoulder seems to have. I mean, Chris Paul played out of his fucking mind. The shoulder.
Just because he's playing well doesn't mean that it's not still bothering him.
I don't know, man. That's like his shooting numbers in the fourth quarter were fucking.
But that's what he does. I mean, he's like the most underrated clutch performer, man. I mean, speaking of, though, you were talking about Kyrie earlier. Did you hear what happened? Did you hear about this petition in Boston to get him arrested over throwing the ball into the stands?
That's hilarious.
819 Bostonians have signed the petition to get Kyrie Irving arrested for
That's awesome.
for throwing a ball into the stands over a quote-unquote dangerous incident. All the big news sites are covering this. Bro Bible, Black Sports Online, Yard Barker.
You're doing some of your own reporting. Word on the street.
We're in the streets.
819, boy. Think about how horrible all of those people are. Think about think about those guys that are willing to put their like to be racist enough to pretend that Kyrie Irving should be arrested. Like I would love to see what those people's Facebook profiles are looking
Oh
like.
man.
I would love to see. I got a hunch I know where they land on the Blue Lives Matter movement. I got a hunch those 819 got the fucking they have a Punisher with a blue line going down one of his eye tattoos. I'm willing to venture 25% of the people on that list have the Punisher logo with a Blue Lives Matter flag incorporated tattooed on their upper calf if I had to guess.
They were all at the Capitol. They all fucking no, they really
they weren't at the Capitol because they were they were in probation for beating their wives. But otherwise they would have been.
But they really, it's amazing. These are the same type of people that'll scream, "You fucking pussy" to a player the entire game. Meanwhile,
absolutely.
A ball goes in the stand. This is dangerous.
Yeah, and by the way, an open water bottle is or a full water bottle could literally be dangerous. I mean, I think it's more that they arrest that guy more to send a message, but it's like, don't send fucking projectiles that have like actual weight to them at a player. You never know what the fuck could happen. Whereas like, come on, a fucking basketball, you could beam. How many times did we beam kids in the fucking head with a basketball? 2 inches away from them, and they were fine, except for a nice lump on the head. But I did not know that, Sam. Thank you for doing
also
the Marill crime report.
Another crime report. Did you hear what happened? So that fight between KD and PJ Tucker, right? One of the guys who got in the middle of it was KD's bodyguard.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot, by the way.
That's insane. Although KD is like, this motherfucker's getting a bonus.
I don't know. I think if you're KD, you're like, come on, man. It's the NBA playoffs.
No, but KD, he fucking likes to know that his boys like that. That's like a test in KD's mind. Well, he likes to know his boys are that crazy for him.
I don't know, man. I think that guy's now banned from NBA arenas. He's banned from both. At least for this series, he's banned from both Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's weird because it feels like PJ and KD are boys, but they also, in this series, it's kind of like, fuck you, dude. PJ's such a competitor.
And PJ, it has to be said, we're a little all over the place here to start the episode, but I guess we can focus on the Bucks Nets here to start. And obviously there's injuries, right? You can't do shit about that. That sucks that Kyrie got hurt, and
Giannis stuck his foot out and took out
Get
Kyrie.
Out of here. It's fucking under the basket. Everyone, what is he going to do? You think that was fucking intentional? No, he was rebounding. That's when people were saying that's a dirty play. It's so much different than a jump shooter, because a jump shooter, it's like,
right.
It's just you and the jump shooter.
No, it's not exactly Bruce Bowen.
Yeah, it's like, it's just rebounding. You're under the basket. That shit happens every single fucking time. People are like, oh, why is it different? It's completely different. And Giannis was rebounding. He was looking up. He was not looking at fucking Kyrie.
Right.
That even outside of the injuries, and that's all, what can you say about it? It's like, it just happened and it sucks. But PJ Tucker, the last 2 games, has played insane defense on Kevin Durant. It truly insane defense. And it's like, honestly, part of me was scared. I was not, both these games, I mean, especially the Bruce Brown. I mean, we already covered it, but like when Bruce Brown took that shot, I was so fucking happy because I was just like, sure, KD or Kyrie was going to make something. And then even in that game where I was not, even with Kyrie out, I was not.
Because KD is that good.
KD is that fucking good. But you look at his fucking shooting numbers. That game, 9 for 25, 1 for 8 from 3. He was a minus 23. Crazy. Yeah. Fucking insane. He has 28 points. 9 of them come from the free throw line. And that's fucking, and PJ Tucker was just in his shit, dude. He was just like, and by the way, PJ had a good game offensively too that game where he actually,
those corner threes were his bread and butter in Houston, and he was draining them.
In game 3, he has 0 points. Yeah. I mean, literally no points.
Yeah.
In this game, he's he's shooting 62%, 50% from 3. He was fucking incredible. Giannis has a solid game, 34-12, only 3 assists, but I think I do think that about half the time they were smarter about passing out of when he just was stonewalled. He passed out of, you know, he passed out of a mid post situation instead of trying some weird fadeaway or trying to charge through, getting to the free throw line where he's shooting like dog shit. Half the time he did that, and that was good. But this team is still doing way too many Giannis fucking isos for my
it's
taste.
not that fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch when Drew makes like a little like sneaky pass to Giannis as he's cutting, but when Giannis is doing that one-on-one shit, it just reminds me of Giant Westbrook. It's not that fun to watch. It feels like he's like kind of forcing it.
And not just that. Go ahead.
No, I've just always said they needed another creator, and they're much more fun to watch when either Drew or Middleton is cooking than when Giannis is just trying to do too much.
Yeah, and Middleton was cooking, by the way. He was looking good.
He's the key to the series, man. If your second guy can go off in the playoffs, you're kind of set.
Yeah. The other thing with Giannis is to not only the isos, but takes too many fucking threes. And this is Kuckenholzer.
Yeah.
It's just not being imaginative with your offense. And you're right. He is better coming off of like a little, maybe not just a pick and roll. It doesn't have to only be a pick and roll. That's like one level of sophistication. It's like, fucking whip the ball around, run some fucking plays, do something, because he's so much better getting the ball on the move for sure. And then if that doesn't work, then fucking whip it around and somebody can get a jump shot. Middleton, Drew had some nice plays where he didn't, again, not a great offensive performance, but he spends the first half playing great defense on Kyrie. But he was getting there at spots.
He is, you know what? He'll surprise you every once in a while. Like, he had like a step back three where I was kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot Drew can hit that. Like, he's such an opposite type of player. He's kind of like a bulky guard, whereas Kyrie is this smooth, fluid, almost like and one type player, where Drew is just kind of a tough guy who's got skill.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, he is tough, but he just usually can get to the fucking rack a little better. And
he had 9 dimes though. And it's like, as you're saying, Giannis scored 34 points and we're talking about him like he did a lot wrong, but like 34 points. I know they're not a great defensive team, but it's the playoffs. It's a must-win game. Like, the fact that Giannis 14 to 26, I mean, that's good. That's efficient, man.
Yeah, and he scores, and the reason we're saying that is because, like, imagine if he doesn't take those fucking threes, how much more efficient he is. I mean, he misses 4 shots from 3, and imagine if he still likes to do a weird turnaround for some reason, and he still likes to, like, I don't fucking know, those weird, like,
that
just
first
needs
3 he
more
hit though was a big shot. It kind of set the tone a little bit.
It was a big shot, but it's like, don't shoot after that. Like you made one and fucking enjoy that one. But anyway,
no, I'm with you. I don't like watching him shoot threes. It's not.
I hate it. And here's the thing, and we're seeing right now, like, Philly also has Embiid looked really bad in that second half. I mean, not just really bad. The guy was fucking horrendous. He missed every fucking shot, and they breathed a little fucking life into the Scoundrels little fucking rat bird. The Atlanta Ratbird Scoundrel team.
Yeah.
But if things break somehow and the Bucks get to the fucking finals,
it's looking good for them right now.
It's
honestly.
possible. First of all, you never want to root for that. You want your guy to fucking triumph over adversity. But the dream scenario to me is they get to the finals, maybe even win a championship, and they still fire Mike Budenholzer because.
But you can't. But you can if you win it all.
Look, you know what? Their owners are fucking hedge fund
might
guys.
Be the worst playoff coach ever if he went to win it all. It's kind of like when the Giants won with Tom Coughlin, where you're like, okay, I guess. But like, Giannis, what bugs me about the threes is like Chris Paul is a good 3-point shooter. He's only killing these guys from the mid range. He's only killing Denver from the mid range.
Yeah, but that's because he's so efficient from the mid range.
Right, but Giannis is so efficient close to the basket. So I think, I know that's harder to get, but And look, his free throws are still really tough. And I'm watching Giannis shoot free throws. I'm like, you gotta be aware. Like, even when they don't call the 10 seconds on him, I'm like, you gotta be at 8 seconds. You gotta stop pushing it so close every time. You can't be a
Yeah.
bad free throw shooter and, milk the clock like that.
There's just something weird going on psychologically there with his shooting, and his his free throw shot has a weird hitch to it.
Ugh,
And
it's
so
ugly.
I saw there was a video going around Twitter where they show his jumper when he was a rookie, and it was pretty good. It was pretty fluid. I don't know if that's what happens when you just gain like fucking 40 pounds of muscle,
Right.
if it just like fucks up your mechanics, because he was literally just unrecognizable.
He
was like
he
a fucking
became
skinny
Markelle
kid.
Fultz just because he's too strong. That's what
Yeah,
happened?
from doing military presses. But
No, I mean, that's
anyway.
when you look at, that's the funny thing. Like, you look at KD's body and you're like, yeah, this is the most skilled offensive player of all time. But then you look at Giannis's body and you're like, well, that's what a body should look like. That's
Yeah,
like, it's so
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
You see KD shirtless and you're like, you're a fucking pro athlete?
Yeah, you're straight. Yeah, he's a fucking alien. He's got an alien's physique. But which, by the way, all the that's got to be somebody's fetish. PJ Tucker and Kevin Durant, just like some fucking tall, slender guy getting just fucking manhandled by a like little stocky bulldog. There's definitely gay men out there who are beating off to the idea of PJ Tucker fucking Kevin Durant. When you see the intensity, when those guys were like face to face and they were like jawing at each other, that frame could have easily been taken out of context and been the frame one of a porno of a pretty specific pornography. It's a genre of pornography. Stocky boys and stocky guys and long boys. Something like that.
He's a long boy, dude.
He is a long boy.
I do think that Durant still low key likes that his bodyguard got in there. I picture him like testing bodyguards. He's like, "You're gonna fight this guy," and the guy's like, "I don't want to fight him." And this guy just came in like, "I'll fucking fight anyone for you, Kevin."
Yeah.
And he's just fucking breaking the guy's face, and Durant's just sitting in a chair like,
Very well. Very wonderfully done, Jeffrey.
"You'll do."
Yeah. I don't know. That guy. I still think
He
that's
could have
insane.
injured PJ Tucker. Can you imagine if that? Because like, look, I know PJ Tucker is tough, but this is probably what he does is to fight. He gets him at the wrong angle.
Literally, dude, that was so fucking stupid to get into the middle of a. And by the way, everyone's talking about like the league is soft, all this shit. It's like if you're a bodyguard of a fucking player, you need to understand that shit happens sometimes and that they're fucking resolving it.
And I think
it's
they're friends, as I said. I really do. Like, I've seen them on shows together, and they seem to enjoy each other, KD and Tucker. So it's like,
Yeah.
guess what? That's a playoff moment. Let them have it. Like, we haven't
Exactly.
even talked about the Jokic foul, but it's like, yeah, I agree. I think the league is getting a little soft.
Yeah, the league is turning into my penis after a full night out, and after like 6 whiskey sours and a McDonald's 20-piece nugget and a soft serve cone. The league is turning into me trying to beat off in my apartment at 3 a.m. after all that.
You know what though? I heard your order and you know what you drink, and I'm kind of like, your penis shouldn't be up after all that.
Yeah.
That's really. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I know. I mean, but it's like you can't blame the system for.
Yeah, I will say
Whiskey
I've been getting-
sours.
Sometimes I like to go whiskey sour. What can I say?
They're
I haven't been
good.
drinking. I haven't been drinking for a while though, so I don't know. It's tough, man. I was living healthy and just being outside again. It's so hard not to just like get fucked up on a roof and then like
Yeah.
smoke a little weed, pop an edible, try and get some pussy, and just like be up till 3 a.m. Wake up the next. I mean, it's so hard. I'm struggling to keep that life at bay, and I'm about to have my first road weekend since the pandemic. I'm in Rochester. I'm actually, yeah, if you're listening, I'm at Rochester this weekend. Go buy tickets at Comedy at the Carlson. So it's hard keeping that soft dick lifestyle at bay, because right now I got to tell you, I've been back to getting a lot of cardio in. I've just been having a hard ass regular. My dick right now is like the NBA in the mid 90s. Hard as hell. because I'm getting my cardio in. But I'm afraid it's going to go back to
You're fucking Charles Oakley fighting Karl Malone hard.
Exactly. That's my dick right now. It's not only that, my dick worked through adversity recently where I had a little tummy ache and my dick stayed hard, whereas usually that's a death sentence for my penis. I fucked through a fucking Charlie horse with a hard ass dick. And that's
Respect.
but we're this weekend in Rochester, especially if I don't avoid the garbage plates and I get real fucked up, it could be back to this current day's NBA because I thought that Nikola Jokic ejection, I thought that was bullshit. I got to be honest. I mean, I know he wound up.
And your boy Ja even said league soft, which I wonder if he's going to get in trouble for that. I guess not, but
Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty awesome that he can be like, you should be able to fuck somebody. I mean, look, what's more disappointing to me about Jokic is that he does have the tendency to do that. He does that all the time. When he doesn't get a call, he does that in the fucking regular season. And that was just like a regular season move where you're like, the ref doesn't give you a call and you do that cheap little reach and foul. Like, how many times do we all do that when we're playing like 2K? Where something doesn't go your way and you just go X trying to get the fucking ball and you just foul. You're like, fuck, now I have more fouls. Jokic picks up that cheap foul all the time. Now, I will say that was a particularly hard one. He wound the fuck up. He did get the ball, but he also made a little fucking he did hit Campaign in his very mouse-like face.
and I saw, yeah, and Campaign went down hard, and
He milked it a little bit. He milked it again.
I haven't seen a Campaign go down like that since Anthony Weiner. Am I right?
There we go, folks.
But Devin Booker gets in his face, and we're all like, "Come on, Devin Booker, you're too handsome to get into fights. What are you doing?"
You're too hot. You're too hot. Have you seen Jokic's brother? Jokic is the runt of the litter. That motherfucker had his older brothers are just as big. This man is a 7-foot NBA MVP, and his brothers are larger than him and completely neck tatted up. That guy knows how to fight.
Yeah.
A guy with brothers like that who, were it not for Jokic being in the NBA, would almost certainly be fucking like gun runners or some shit like that. If they aren't already. If they aren't, like, all I know is those motherfuckers have some kind of they could be hitmen for all I know. That guy knows how to fight, but that's the theatrics of, like, that's the theater of the NBA. That's the theater of, like, Devin Booker is playing the role of, like, big dog on the team, and you got to take care of your guys. When your little mouse Campaign.
And he's a bad dude, Devin Booker. Like, he really is, like, and now it looks like we don't know if we're going to get this Jazz Phoenix series that we all wanted.
Yeah, because the Clippers have looked great. And that's, maybe fucking Ty Lue does this shit. Ty Lue just kind of fucking, it's not just the players. Ty Lue also, as a coach, seems to heat up as a fucking series goes on. I mean, he's done this before. But the other thing I think about with the Jazz, though, is that, like, there's no Mike Conley, and it's like, hopefully he can come back for Game 5, but
injuries. We talked about injuries. We didn't even mention Conley, right? I mean, that's a huge injury.
Huge.
Because you're looking at their scoring, and you're like, man, they don't really have another. I mean, I know they have Clarkson's a good scorer, but what Mitchell is doing this series is insane, and they're still losing. Like, the 2 games they lost, he played incredibly.
Yeah, and it's not just their scoring, and to his credit, he's done that. He's become an extra, like, go get your own shot. Because that's the thing. Utah's a real system-like team, right? Where they have their system. And those teams in the playoffs, usually what they lack is a go-to scorer.
Right.
That they have Donovan Mitchell, but they also have Conley who can do it. And then you have, like you said, fucking Clarkson. And then even their big guy. I mean, Bogdanovich and Ingles even at times can do that. But I think what they're missing more from not having Conley isn't even the scoring, because all those guys can get you buckets. It's the playmake. It's that Donovan Mitchell has to have the ball in his hands constantly. It's that he has to drive all the action.
Right.
Whereas Mike Conley used to be able to set him up. He used to, take a little bit of the scoring load off, but more importantly, the playmaking off. And, Spider has looked fucking awesome, but I think that would have made a big difference. Conley would have made a huge difference these last couple games, especially the one yesterday where they just go down. They go down early. Like Game 3, that always feels like the game that the competent team is going to win, right? Like the team down 2-0, it feels like they usually win game 3.
I'm mad I didn't put money on it. I was texting
You were talking about it. You were texting me.
I didn't know about game 4, but game 3, I was like, that's a no-brainer that the Clippers win.
That's the team that's the game they always win.
Although,
the first game home.
By that logic, you'd be like, well, Denver's taking game 3 against the Suns, but they didn't.
If they were going to take a game, it would have been that game.
For
you know
sure.
what I mean?
But they got their asses swept.
Denver was just so much. It's if you think the teams are even. If the teams are sort of even-ish, even if one is clearly going to win the series, they usually win the first game back home.
These teams are even, and I mean, from a talent standpoint, Clippers are much more talented, and it's plain to see, especially without Conley, that the Clippers are a more talented team.
Well, it depends, though, because you look at why was yesterday such a big win for the Clippers. A big reason, honestly, was your boy Mook. That motherfucker goes 5 for 5 from 3 to start.
Yeah.
He's got like a 25-point first half.
Yeah.
And if your role players are doing that, and by the way,
Paul George playing well.
Exactly. Paul George actually had a good game. And if you get a good game from Paul George and Kawhi is going to be Kawhi. So if you get a good game from Paul George and then a role player steps up, they've had it in the past. Reggie Jackson's been the guy to step up.
Yeah.
Because Mook is hot and cold in a major way. But when Mook has a game like you have fucking yesterday, it's hard to see them losing. And to Utah's credit, they did not quit. It was annoying because I kept waiting. I was like, it was one of those games where you're like, it's like, they got it to 14.
Yeah.
Can they get it? Can they get it to 9? You know what I mean? Where you're like, just get it to 12 by the third quarter, and they never really could fucking crack it. But then Kawhi Leonard gets hurt. And then you're like, interesting. Is this is this gonna give them some life? And we don't know if Kyrie or how hurt Kawhi is too. That's another one though. If Kawhi's hurt, I mean, what the fuck are we even doing here? And that's when it's like
he said he's fine, but I mean, that's what you probably just expect him to say no matter what.
Yeah, and Kawhi was the kind of guy who played. I mean, that when the Raptors won, he absolutely looked fucked up. He was hobbling. He was just like, he had, that thigh issue or whatever the fuck it is. He looked really fucked up. And honestly, if I was Kawhi at that time, I think what I would have looked at to do was get some sort of medicinal options to some natural remedies from Mother Gaia. And one of the finest medical treatments that you can get ordered right to your door is high quality CBD from our friends over at cushydreams.com.
That's the stuff, man.
That's the stuff. I know you right now are struggling with you have a stiff back, your bad back, neck is stiff,
Hurting.
everything. And when you take you told me offline, the only moments you're free of pain, the only moments you're free from your excruciating genetic prison, Jewish genetic prison of a bad back, the only skeleton key that lets you out of that little cell that your heritage has forced you into is a joint from cushydreams.com. Isn't that right, Sam?
Dude, my neck, the Jewish prison I'm in is like many prisons for Jews, we don't do well in. So
it doesn't end up well historically.
I mean, damn. Yeah. So let's
Cushy Dreams, let's call them the Allied Forces. And they're coming in to liberate Sam from his back pain.
It ain't good.
The nice thing is, folks, though, you can get Cushy Dreams in a number of different sizes, a number of different strains. They have the Dream, the Peace, Relax. Some of our favorites here. We're a wind down with CBD podcast around here. But if you're a fucking get up, if you're a person that wants some energy, more of a sativa feeling to your CBD, then they have Hustle, Create, fucking, I think Energy was one of them. I don't even know because I smoke the fucking Peace, the Relax, the Dream, all that shit. And personally, I like to get the little fucking half-gram joints. What can I say? That's the kind of guy I am. I like to smoke them. I like to smoke them elegantly. I like to pretend I'm fucking I'm what's her face from Breakfast at Tiffany's, smoking a little cigarette with a long thing and some fucking gloves on. Audrey Hepburn.
yes.
I like to admit I'm Audrey Hepburn. I like to pretend I'm Audrey.
Do
I
you
put
talk-
a dress on.
Do you talk like her too while you do it?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. I'm like, this is a wonderful cigarette. This is a wonderful CBD cigarette from cushydreams.com. I do that. Cushy Dreams is helping me deal with all my gender issues. So if you've been thinking about becoming a cross-dresser, or
you just
maybe...
want to relax a little bit. That's
Yeah.
that's the range of people we're pitching to.
Yes, either one, or anywhere in between. Maybe you're just wearing women's shoes. You don't want to do the whole thing. Maybe you just got a little blush, a little lipstick on. Otherwise, you're wearing dungarees. CBD from Cushy Dreams is the place for you. So go to cushydreams.com. That's KUSHY dreams.com. And use promo code PODDON'T. That's PODDONT. And you get 20% off your next order. And like we said, they got it all. They got the half-gram joints, which are our favorites. They got the whole gram joints if you're feeling particularly, you want to suck that whole thing off, or you want to split it with a pal. Or they also have 3.5 gram eighth tints, or tins, not tints, Jesus Christ, tins that you can put into your own. Maybe you would like to roll your own shit. Maybe you have a pipe of some kind you like to smoke out of. Those are all your options. So go over there, go to cushydreams.com and fucking spork up. Spork that shit up. Spork it. Spork it, baby. Anyway.
They should make little things that when you open the case, it goes, spork it. And you're like, all right.
Spork it up.
Spork it.
Spork it. Cushy Dreams. Anyway. Yeah, man, the playoffs right now are shaping up fucking pretty good. I mean, the Suns obviously have that sweep, and like we were talking about, the Nuggets just were, looked like shit.
The Suns just look confident, man. They just look really confident. And CP3 in that fourth quarter, dude, it's just like, it was kind of heavy to see him hug Monty like that, Monty obviously learned from the GOAT, Pat Riley. In his New York Knicks days. We all love Monty. Remember my brother's friend was like, I'm back in the day, was like, don't tell me Monty Williams ain't a handsome man. I was like, I'll say it. He's fucking handsome, dude.
Wow, Monty Williams, the original Kelly Oubre, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
dude. 11-year-old Sam Morril thinking, you know what? If I had to kiss one guy on the Knicks, if you had to kiss one guy on the Knicks, would it have been Monty at the time?
Probably Starks, just because he was a fan favorite. But
sure, and he's cute.
He's cute. Those pouty lips.
He's got those apple. He's an apple cheeked guy. You
Yeah,
just want to give him a little kiss on.
But
the
Monty
cheek.
was definitely in the conversation, and that's all you can. That's all you have to say. I mean, young Starks was like he was. You know what was cool about him? Not only was he handsome, but he was reckless. So he was kind of he had the bad boy thing going. He had a temper. Like he seemed like the type of guy who would be like, shut up, and he'd be like, and then he'd be like, no, come here, baby, I love you, and I'd be like, thanks.
And then he would just rock your shit. He would just fuck you. Fuck you like you've never been fucked before. Pull your hair, call you a fucking whore, and tell you he loves you at the same time. And you're hard. You're 11 years old in middle school, hard, thinking about John Starks. John Starks in a sundress, fucking you in the ass.
But I'll say this: Oakley is a handsome man too. Oakley's aged well.
Oakley has aged well.
Oakley looks fucking good, dude. He's like a silver fox right now.
He still works out. Oakley's getting pussy he's going to be getting pussy well into his twilight years. But you mentioned Chris Paul's fourth quarter stats. In this series, this motherfucker, 30 points, 12 of 13, 4 of 4 from 3, 8 assists, no turnovers. Insane, dude.
Chris Paul deserves a ring. I kind of hope it's that they're in the finals because I just want him. Like, it's crazy. It's also crazy to say Malone said, speaking of Budenholzer, a guy gets rocked in a series, I just think of Mike.
You just think of Mikey.
But he said this guy might be the best point guard ever. And it's like, is it crazy that, I mean, like, for what we want a point guard, I know, like, no one of this generation would put him above Steph Curry, but, like, as just a fucking his longevity and what he's accomplished, it's like, I know he...
but is Steph even a point guard? I mean, that's the thing, that it's like, Steph is almost like this, like, Chris Paul is almost like the demarcating line of like an age. He's almost like the last of the Mohicans, where it's like, who the fuck is left? Like we were talking about on our premium on the premium last week. And by the way, go to patreon.com/pod don't lie. It's like the point guard position has shifted into like, it's not even point guard. It's like you have a lot of these off ball, these like little guards that do some of the ball handling, but only because your main ball handler is somebody like Luka, like Harden, like LeBron. Like, I mean, it's shifting to be these like big wings that are holding the ball
who do it all. But that's a good point. I mean, like a lot of people consider LeBron a point guard, right? I mean,
and then you see some of the guys like Steph and who are and there are shittier versions of Steph, obviously, that are like, and Dame is sort of like this too. Not to say I don't mean to say he's a shittier version of Steph. I think he's right there where it's like these guys that are like, they're shoot first ball handlers more than I would call them point guards. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good point. They're scoring guards.
They're little scoring guards.
Almost
Kemba's a shittier version of that, right? Like, you know, than those two guys.
Well, how about so yeah, it's an interesting point. I mean, Draymond kind of does what a point guard does more for the Warriors than Steph does.
Yeah. It's like how many. I mean, I guess Conley, but he's also of the older generation. Like, how many? Like, you know, you look at the guys that are drafted. It's like, I mean, who's like a young point guard really? That it's like,
I mean, you know, it's crazy to say who's a young point guard because he's a lot like Steph, but like Trae Young, kind of, man, he had 18 assists last night.
No, but that's okay, that's a good point. Yeah, and Trae Young, but yeah, he does have the assist, but even his, he just feels more like a shrunk James Harden than he does than Chris Paul in terms of like. He creates assists because of the gravity of his offense.
But
right?
Are we just calling these guys not point guards because they're that good at scoring? Because Harden he got 11 assists a game 1 year.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. He is the point guard. You're right.
Are we taking that away from them? Yeah, it's like that's what they
because they add to their. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being hard on Steph in terms but he just seems like. These guys feel like these interesting combo guard. Let's put it this way: we'd call them combo guards if their scoring wasn't so next level, right? Whereas like Chris Paul is clearly a fucking point guard who also, when push comes to shove, can put the ball. I mean, this is a semantics argument, I guess.
Totally,
but
like Rajon Rondo can't shoot. He's clearly a point guard to us, right? Like he's a great passer who can't shoot.
Yeah, like what? Who even are the like? Recently drafted point guards. Can you think of fucking?
Well, Halliburton kind of is, even though he plays the two for them. He kind of has some point guard tendencies to me.
Right. But that's the thing. It's like these skills have just sort of like.
Oh, LaMelo. Like, how we forget LaMelo?
LaMelo. Yeah, absolutely. LaMelo's probably the best example of it. And even that guy's fucking 6. What is he? 6'7" and shit. Like he's more of like a big wing. That's a guy who we think of as a big point guard because he's not as good a scorer as, you know, the other guys.
But that's anyway. Kind of what we thought Sean Livingston, like people were like, that might be what Sean Livingston will be. And then he got injured. But like Livingston was like a 6'7" point guard when he came in the league.
I mean, even someone like Ja, again, score, like it just does seem like, I don't know, pure point guards, the point guard position, because people realize these motherfuckers have the ball in their hands the most. They should be able to score. They shouldn't. You're almost missing an opportunity to put the ball.
But Westbrook is a great passer, right? But I feel like we take that away from him because he can dunk. Like you don't picture in our mind the prototypical point guard. You picture like I grew up like Gary Payton, John Stockton. Payton didn't dunk. He would always do the finger roll. He was like, he would say he's like too cool to dunk, you know?
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I feel like you're just not dunking. I don't know. If
I just feel like, I'm too cool to fuck hot women. I'm too cool to fuck models.
Oh no, but do you know what though? Payton's finger rolls were cool.
They were cool, and also you had Kemp dunking on his team. You know, he didn't want to. You know, he was taking a lot of the dunking real estate. But anyway, I don't know. This is a fucking. This seems like a stupid conversation.
No, I think it's kind of interesting. Like, what do we judge? What do we judge?
What
a point guard?
do we consider as a point guard anymore? You know, because
I mean, Darren Williams was a point guard, don't you think?
But again, look at these fucking examples. This is from like Darren Williams is fucking making he's fat and making TikToks with his daughters now. Like there's no like the young.
You think old school point guards like Mark Jackson, but then like, do we just consider them point guards because they were good passers with inconsistent jump shots who couldn't dunk? Like really,
I guess it's you know what it could just be. It's almost like the inverse of the big man argument, where it's like big men. It used to be you just had to be 7 feet tall and you were a fucking center. Now it's like centers have to do a lot more. If you don't protect the rim, you have to just be good at everything now.
Kevin Durant, right?
And that's why maybe the point guard thing is like we used to just think of the guys who can just pass and initiate the offense as a point guard, but now that's just not enough. You do have to be Steph. You do have to be Trey to be like a really transcendent guy.
Did Iverson kind of change that?
I think Iverson is one of those guys that's just like completely singular.
But you
know
didn't
what I mean?
expect the little guy to do the bulk of the scoring. Maybe Isaiah Thomas.
He was a
changed
shooting
that.
guard though, dude. He was not.
Yeah,
he played with Eric Snow.
He was, but he was kind of. I guess you look at that starting lineup, and you're like, Eric Snow ain't gonna give you 20. Aaron McKee ain't gonna give you 20. Tyronn Hill ain't gonna give you 20. You know,
But he was for all intents and purposes, he was listed as the fucking shooting guard.
He was
even. Anyway, yeah, and it's just like so. It's interesting, like because in fact, the reason we're thinking about it is because of the Knicks, right? We're like, who the fuck should they get in free agency? And it's like, what you're left, the guys who can't score become almost like Lonzo, right? Where they're like these defensive and passing, and it's like, or then you think of even younger guys like fucking the guy in Chicago, Kobe White. That guy's all offense, you know. It's like
he feels to me like a guy.
I guess De'Aaron Fox. I don't know why it took me so long to think of him. He's a point guard in my opinion.
Well, John Wall came in a few years ago, and he was like, "You're like that dude's a point guard." I mean, he. I know he dunks and shit. That lefty dunk is his signature, kind of. But he was such a good passer. That kind of was like, "Oh, this dude's a point guard."
Well, but again, a lot of that is that is though defining him by his limitations, where it's like you can't have John Wall off the ball. He has to have the ball because he's not that
interesting.
Good
Yeah.
But anyway, this is maybe a nice off-season discussion.
But like Andre Miller, like that dude is so clearly
again, it's really hard to think of a guy that's like 6 years or under in the league that qualifies as a fucking pure point guard.
Yeah.
That's not like a deep bench, or that's not like a seventh man. Like maybe you could say what's his face Brunson is like that, but he also doesn't play that much, you know. And he looked kind of bad in these playoffs, even though I think he's good overall. Anyway, I think the game is just moving way more towards one ball handler that does one scoring ball handler that's a great passer, but almost because of their scoring gravity, and then just 4 tall guys that can do everything. That's really the ideal, is what that's. And then maybe you could argue, unless you can get a big man that can protect the rim, or if they're Jokic, who's really the only other option. Unless you have a unicorn at 5, you want to just have 4 big-ass, tall-ass, switchable guys, and one guy that can all shoot and play defense, and one guy that can handle the ball, basically, is what I think basketball is going towards. But anyway. Let's go back to these series, because I feel like we've been a little haphazard in like talking about them. We talked a little bit about Philly Atlanta. That was a fucking tough game for the Sixers. They lose by 3 points.
They fell apart.
They fall apart at the end, and they fall apart at the end because Joel Embiid, second half, goes 0 for 12. He's in the first half, he's 4 for 8. Second half, he's fucking 0 of 12. He's literally a 0 because he was so good in the first half, and he's bad in the second half, and they just have nothing. And their offense without him is brutal. Ben Simmons only has 11.
Could this series go
points.
7, you think?
Dude, if Joel is hurt, then yeah. I mean, yes, it could.
Because Bogdanovich too is just looking like that second scorer.
And they have no Danny Green either. So Korkmaz has a lot more minutes. Tybal has a lot more minutes, which hamstrings their offense. Which the thing that I'm kind of surprised about, and I was sucking him off the way you were sucking off playoff Rondo, was George Hill. I thought George Hill would be a lot more impactful, and he just has not been. Yeah, I'm holding out for that big George Hill game the way you're holding out for that big playoff Rondo game. I think.
Well, he's got to play to have that big game, and.
Well, they might need him, dude. If there's no Embiid and there's no fucking Danny Green, and it's like Korkmaz didn't look great, you know.
It's crazy. The Sixers got 3 guys on the all defensive teams. Did you see that?
Yeah, and they are good. I mean, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Embiid, Simmons, and Tybal are all that good. But you know,
But
So, yeah, this
offense
series-
is winning more than defense these days. Offense, like, it's funny. We grew up thinking defense.
But it wouldn't have been that way if Embiid could have just fucking made like they lose by 3. He misses 12 shots in the second half.
No, that's a choke job. You got to fucking.
But I think it has to be his knee because he went into the fucking arena. He went into the like training room at the end of the first half, and then he comes back and they're like, he's gonna play, and they're like happy, and he just looked like shit after that. And it's like maybe what we were talking about before. It seems like there's really no such thing as a slightly torn meniscus, especially when you're fucking 7'3" and 350 pounds. Like,
Poor guy.
That fucking meniscus
This
is taking
guy's
a
had
fucking beating.
such bad luck with injury in his career. It's so unfair, and
it just sucks when you drop one and you're like, would my team have been better off if I just didn't play and I took the day off and then maybe I come back for the next one?
I mean, people
that's
forget,
what really hurts.
People forget, not Sixers fans, but people forget how long those two, Simmons and Embiid, were like always injured in their early years, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And
course.
I had a lot of Sixers fans at my shows in Atlantic City, a lot of Ben Simmons jerseys in the crowd.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people representing, man. They're hardcore. They're good fans in Philly. They really are. I know they're hungry for a good Sixers team, and like if they lost to the Hawks, that would be fucking heartbreaking. Not that the Hawks aren't good, but it's just like this team's got championship aspirations. It would be a huge disappointment, man. It's disappointing that they're tied 2-2.
If Joel is not hurt in the second half, they're up 3-1. There's no question about it. I mean, so even what's emblematic
but
of
it's
this
still,
injury.
I'm just saying it's disappointing. I'm not saying
Absolutely.
it doesn't make sense. I'm like,
you're right. It's absolutely a disappointment. And especially when you think like, okay, Joel doesn't have it. Maybe Ben, can you do something here for us? Maybe even Tobias. Tobias had 20 points, but he wasn't like, there was nothing special. And in the last possession is really sort of emblematic of what the issue is. They run a great play. They run a great play. Fucking Ben Simmons, I thought had a clean look at it, but he passes it for an even better look for Embiid, who in any other game, like in my head, I'm like, oh, he's going to dunk this. This game's over. He's clearly fucked up. He gets no jump at he's barely off the fucking floor and he misses a layup. And it's like, oh, if that guy's not hurt, he's fucking dunking this ball without question. But he just was hurt. And
well, I mean, we'll see how bad it is. I mean, we'll see what Game 5 is. You know,
and then the last shot, they had an opportunity to tie it at 3. They had no timeouts left, so it had to be one of those. After they make the free throw, you have to rush up the court in 6 minutes. And I thought Shake Milton had a good look at it, but then he just passes it to Seth Curry, who does like 2 different double clutches, like trying to get the fucking foul, it looked like. And they just get a bad look. And, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, they go back to Philly, and it
just seems like whoever advances from this series is going to lose the next round based on,
Yeah, that's true, because I do think Milwaukee will beat
or the Nets.
Or the Nets. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what I'm saying was I would think
Dude,
the Nets
how
would
crazy would be, though? I mean, I'm going crazy here.
Yeah.
If Durant just goes off the next 2 games, somehow the Nets advance. Hold on, stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
But then, the Nets aren't healthy. The fucking Hawks somehow make it to the finals.
I hate that.
I hate it. I hate that I even said it, but I had to. I have to give.
I hate it.
I have to make us embrace the life we have and enjoy life as we know it. Because that alternate universe could fucking crush us.
That's a disgusting alternate universe. I would rather an alternate universe where me and you were in a dungeon somewhere, fucking roasting rats for lunch.
I'm gonna take it a step further. It's the Suns and the Hawks in the NBA Finals. Chris Paul, his shoulder starts bothering him again.
No, dude, don't even say this.
The Hawks are NBA champions.
Don't do this, man.
Because of Trae Young fuckboy. He wins it.
I can't live in that world.
The Suns are up. They're up 1. It's Game 7. Steph. Ugh, what an ugly Freudian slip that was. Trae Young.
Yeah.
He backs into Chris Paul, who's injured, to draw a foul.
Yeah.
2 free throws, Trae Young wins on a dishonorable NBA championship.
He backs into him and causes nerve damage to the shoulder somehow. Chris Paul is his right arm. He'll never regain use of his right arm again. Trae Young paralyzes Chris Paul's right arm, backing into him, cuts off a nerve somehow with his bony little ass. He completely severs Chris Paul's nerves. He'll never be able to lift his arm again. He wins on a dishonorable play.
By the way, do you see they're going to take action against the dishonorable foul? I think that should be a technical foul every time he tries to do that play. I think that should count. It's a fucking. It's a flop.
If you're drawing the offense, I don't think it should be technical. I think you could just be an offensive foul, where it's like if you are the one, if you're past the guy, and you
it should be both.
create the contact. Well, how about this? If you're Trae Young, it should be a technical.
A technical and an offensive foul.
You can't give them both.
I think we changed the rule because it's so dishonorable. I think it has to be.
Sometimes I feel like this is just completely like basic basketball philosophy, but it's like sometimes I feel like charges are the same way, where it's like you're not even trying to stop a play.
Oh, you're sounding like a real Giannis fan right now. Because
I think it's I think you're not making a defensive effort on anything.
Yeah,
it's a dangerous play. It's again you're also manipulating the rule book. You know, you're not doing offense. You're just trying to fucking sprint and get into fucking position, and you cover your little dick and balls to not hurt them. Whereas, like, if your arm should have to be in the air. How about this? At the very least, you should have to risk the health of your balls to draw a charge. Your arms have to be up in guarding position.
I do watch Giannis sometimes, or guys like Giannis who just can dunk from fucking way out, and I'm like, well, what's the point of being able to jump from the free throw line if you can't do it?
Yeah, dude, they called an offensive foul on Giannis where he jumped over the guy.
That's the play I was thinking of.
Like, come on. That guy wasn't trying to defend Giannis. At least it should be a no call, right? How about that? It should be a no call. You want to get in the guy's way, fine, but you don't get an offense. You don't get bailed out. How about this? You didn't commit a foul because you're in legal position, but it should be a no call because they didn't do anything wrong trying to get to the fucking cup. I don't know. It's just a fucking stupid play in my opinion.
I'm with you.
But yeah, I do think though what you said about KD, and that's what's interesting about tonight's game. And I haven't decided if I'm going to go to the game. I might go to the game still. I don't know.
Wow.
I haven't decided. Anyway, what's interesting is, so Harden's been upgraded to doubtful. I don't know if he'll play. He might at least give it a go. But regardless, you either have a sort of hobbled, this is like a hamstring injury, right? Like it's not easy to come back from. This is.
I feel bad for him, man. Because it does suck.
Oh, I feel horrible.
I mean, like Harden is one of the great players of our generation. He forces the trade really to take a reduced role because he wants a ring.
And he plays MVP level basketball for 30 games.
I mean, he is it's hard. It's like we have so many gifted players in the league right now, but like, damn, who's got a better all-around offensive game than James Harden?
Yeah, no.
I mean as a pure skilled scorer, you probably give the edge to Durant.
Still Durant, yeah.
Because of his size, but as a guy who literally can shoot from anywhere, who's got the handles, who can set people up offensively, like Harden is the guy.
Yeah. No, he's unbelievable.
You give it to him over LeBron just based on the jump shot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like this was his shot to perform in the playoffs, right? Like this was a shot where it felt like everything was clicking, and he, and he's also, not only that, he's never hurt. He's the one guy out of the big three with these three guys that you're like,
they're getting older.
Yeah.
He's not a baby anymore. I mean, like, I hate to say this too, though. Do you think this would happen if he was in better shape?
I don't know, man.
It's tough to know, but
maybe the source of his power is being out late getting pussy till the wee hours of the morning. You can't tell with shit like that.
But I do think like you gotta think like he's 31. He doesn't look like he's in the best shape he's ever been. Like when he got to Brooklyn, he did not look like what we're used to seeing. He's such a physically strong player, and he was a little heavier. He's doing so much. He's playing a lot still. Like maybe if he's in, I mean, like, I'm not going to compare him to this guy because you're going to hate this.
Go ahead.
But the Yankees, David Wells gets injured in the fucking World Series because of his back, and everyone's like, "You're fucking fat, like you're a fucking fat guy, and you've been cheating You've been cheating the system by somehow still being a great pitcher,
No.
even though
See,
you're fat. And
this
one
is-
day
this
it all
is-
came crashing down for old Boomer, man.
And I will say I hate the Yankees. But I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan.
But
if there
Boomer
was a-
got shit-faced the night before his perfect game.
I know.
And that is the similarity to...
that's what I'm going to say. I hate the Yankees. I'm an Orioles fan. The only Yankee I respect is David Wells, without question, because he's fat as shit. He got drunk as fuck before his perfect game, and that's what some things are bigger than sports, Sam. Some things are bigger than basketball.
Yeah, his ass.
Yeah, being fat as shit and still being good at sports. The fat as shit, having a good time lifestyle. That's bigger than anything.
True.
And that's why I will always and getting pussy is bigger than basketball. Okay, and that's why I will always respect James Harden, and I will root for him to do it.
Do you
his way.
respect Durant, though? Because he gets a lot. He's flying women
No.
in, and you
No,
still don't
that's not
respect
what
him.
I don't respect that.
Okay.
I that's fine. That's I don't disrespect him, but we're talking the kind of stuff that makes your bosses mad. That's the lifestyle I respect. James Harden fucking being at little baby's fucking birthday party.
Costanza with a ton of ass is what you're looking for, sure.
And and philosophically, I of all people have to root for the fat guys, the guys that are out of shape, the guys that are irresponsible, that make it work. They can have it all. This is our version of leaning in. This is like when women are like, I want a family and I want success in the corporate world. For fat guys, it's like, I want success and I still want to be fat as shit and I still want to get fucked up. And that's why I will always be rooting for James Harden. And you know what?
Like that's not a fair.
It's exactly the same.
When women being taken seriously in the office, you're like, I want to be fat and the best at sports. Also,
it's exactly the same.
I don't feel like it's
I
the
want to
same.
be fat and I want to get pussy, and that's exactly the same as women being treated as baseline human beings in the office, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so that's why, if Harden comes back, that'll be, I'll be rooting for him despite it being against the Bucks, because you never want to root for injury. But the point I was trying to make was that Durant has an opportunity, and it's unfair. Don't get me wrong. Everyone right now that's like, oh, now KD gets to see what it's like.
I want to ask you a question now, because you're making me curious. So say somehow Durant lights up Game 5. They take Game 5. The Bucks take Game 6. Harden and Kyrie are in the warm-ups. You're happy?
I'm not happy, but that's the thing. You can have two different fucking, I can compartmentalize where it's like, no, I am not happy. No, and the same way you never want your team to win because of injuries, but at the same time, you're still rooting for them, right? Like the game yesterday, I'm not happy Kyrie's out, but I'm like, I still, as the game is going on, want good things to happen for the Bucks. Where it's like, big picture, I'm happy those guys aren't hurt, but while the game is going on, I'm still like going, fuck, every time they fucking score a bucket. You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is that Durant has an opportunity to have like a huge playoff moment here where it's like, and everyone is saying like, oh, now he sees what it's like. That's not fair because, you make certain sacrifices to your roster when you decide to play with a big three.
Depth.
So that your depth is just not as good.
Yeah.
It's not fair to say now Durant knows what it's like to be a whatever superstar, because it's like, if they didn't have those guys, then they'd have more depth around him, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, this happens in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It just does, where it's like great players are forced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, and that's part of the reason.
But no one has won a ring with this supporting cast.
No, but they've put together one game.
He
You know
needs
what I'm
to put
saying?
together
They've
two,
gotten-
though.
Huh?
He needs to put together two.
All right, I'm just saying it's possible. There've been performances like this where a guy puts a shitty team on his back for 2 games, because KD didn't do it last game, right? He didn't. He looked bad last game.
He didn't have a great game 3 either.
3 either, no. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. And even though it's unfair to be, if he doesn't do it, it's unfair to judge him. But there's a possibility we get to see something awesome.
But
That's all I'm saying.
KD is that great that we kind of expected from him to be that great.
Totally.
So I mean,
Yeah.
fair or not, like, we consider him the best offensive skilled player probably ever. So The best
Yeah.
the best scorer we've ever seen.
Yes, for sure. So yeah, tonight's game is going to be interesting one way or the other. Either the Bucks can get a victory, or you might have KD pull out some historic shit. It's a possibility, and I will be watching, and that's why I'm considering going. I'm monitoring the tickets on the Game Time app.
Monitor,
currently.
dude. Monitor that shit.
Let's wrap up here real quick with a couple fucking reviews. We've got this is from SRJ who says, "Shame on you, Sam. Love the pod, but I have to say I'm deeply disappointed in Sam after last episode. For once in decades, the Knicks have an exciting young core that shows promise. But as soon as he has a single taste of success, Sam wants to ship them all off for a pipe dream of acquiring 2 stars to pair with a king of flukes who disappears in the playoffs. Shame on you, Sam. You're not better than Jim Dolan himself." Wow. Calling you Dolan, dude. Unbelievable. But
I would
thank
love
you
to
for
be
the 5
Dolan. Then I
stars.
could fucking buy the Knicks, and I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it my way. The way Dolan makes big bands let him open, I would do that to comedian. I'm like, "Oh, Rock,
Yeah.
you're playing the Garden."
Let me do. I'm gonna do 15.
I'm just bombing. He's just
Yeah.
he's like, "Good set."
Yeah. This one's from Marry Me Andy, who says, "Beautiful. Knicks podcast first, Bucks podcast second, and the rest of the teams that don't matter third. Best basketball podcast out there. Thank you,
We
Andy.
are the best.
We are." This is from Jay Dunda. Jay Dunda. I don't know. He says, "Jazz fan. Love you guys, but why you guys hate the Jazz so much?"
I don't. Donovan Mitchell. I'll say this. He might be top 10 after this shit.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself.
What do we judge players by? What they do in the playoffs? What does he do in every fucking game?
All right, let's see what top 10. If we just off the top, then we're talking Kawhi, LeBron, KD, Harden, Luka, Dame, Steph, Giannis, Jokic, fucking.
That's what, 8? All right.
That's 8. Who the fuck else? Who's gonna be all? Anthony Davis. I don't know. Fuck. There's more. I just don't. You have to get going. So I don't.
All right.
I
I'm
don't
just
wanna-
saying. Fine. 15, but
Yeah, 15 maybe.
But
15 maybe. You're knocking on the door. Sure.
But it's an argument. I think based on what he's done at his age every year in the playoffs, he always brings it.
Yeah. And you're right. Who knows? I mean, if this motherfucker goes on some tear,
He might
he's
be 10,
definitely
dude.
poised. Yeah. I mean, then we start talking. I hate to bring up a fucking.
Trae Young.
I hate to. Yeah, Trae Young.
I think
even Jason Tatum.
I take him over Tatum based on the playoffs, but I think Tatum is right. They're very similar in terms of where I rank them. Tatum's dropping 50-point games, incredible. Trae is great.
Oh, Joel Embiid. We didn't say Embiid.
All right. So maybe not 10, but he's 15.
Okay. Anyway, last one here. Steven Shakeup. First time, long time. Just thought it was hilarious how you guys spent more time talking about a hypothetical Kelly Oubre signing than Danny Ainge's retirement. Fuck Danny Ainge. Good riddance. The league is better off without him. He's a mediocre GM.
And Oubre could bring fun back to the Garden, brother. He could be the new Monte Williams of a new generation.
Yeah, there'll be an 11-year-old sitting up on an Upper East Side elementary school, daydreaming about getting fucked by him instead of John Stark.
Just sitting like this and going, "Who'd you rather kiss, Kelly Oubre or RJ Barrett?" And immediately he's like, "Oubre, no question, Oubre. If you had to kiss one of them, you have a gun to your head, Oubre or RJ?" And you're like, "Fuck, RJ's cute." And you're like, "All right, third guy, Neil Aquina, also cute." And you're like, "Fuck,
really
they're
cute.
both cute, but Oubre's hot." And Oubre wins.
And Oubre wins.
Fuck,
On that note, folks,
marry, kill. Oubre, Frankie,
Ooh,
and RJ.
shit.
I'm gonna marry RJ. I'm gonna fuck
Yeah.
Oubre. I'm sorry, Frankie, you're adorable, but
I can't go with you. Oubre doesn't mean anything to me. I've been rooting for Frank. I fuck Frank, and I do marry RJ, and I kill Oubre. I don't care.
all right, fine. I'm with you unless we sign Oubre.
All right. No, it's all right. Listen, you're lying because you would obviously fuck Oubre. You don't have to lie.
Oubre's so hot.
Keep this podcast honest, Sam. All right. It's fine. You want to kill Frankie. It's fine.
I don't want to kill him.
You'd rather fuck
I don't
Oubre.
want.
though.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't want to kill him. I have to kill him so I can get what I want sexually from Kelly Oubre.
All right, beautiful. I think we found a clip for at the very end of this podcast. We found a clip. Thank you guys so much for listening. A lot of great fucking. We have 3 2-2 series.
Yeah.
A lot of great fucking playoffs to watch. The dicks are hard, and subscribe to the Patreon. We will be breaking everything down on our probably Thursday or Friday episode. That's patreon.com/poddon'tlie. And we will, again, of course, be back next Monday or Tuesday, depending on how everything breaks out for the free episode, if you are a broke bitch. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.